and right away we want to get to Mario and get an update on the root fire. So let's do that, Mario.
Yeah, we're at the command post here in Castaic. They are in the process of getting ready to release new numbers. This here on the podium is Captain Sheila Kelleher-Burko with LA County Fire. Let's listen in.
Extreme and excessive heat, low humidity, and steep terrain are going to be some of the most challenging conditions that our firefighters are facing today. Now, along with our ground crews and our 9 helicopters, we're going to add to that our 2 CL-415 fixed-wing Super Scoopers. So that should help aid that firefighting mission today. Right now, I'd like to just acknowledge a few people who have been a big support, and we'd like to say thank you to our 5th District Supervisor, Catherine Barger, Superintendent to the Castaic Union School District, Steve Doyle, and our Castaic Town Hall Council. We're going to start this press conference off with some information from our chiefs from the assistant agencies, and if you could hold your questions to the end, that would be appreciated. My first speaker is Chief Robert Garcia for the Angeles National Forest.
Thank you. Good morning. First, I also want to extend a few thanks to our partners up here. You'll get an operational update in terms of the numbers, the statistics on this incident, is acreage and containment and resources. But this fire, as you heard yesterday, took off with some explosive fire behavior, and it is really a testament to the partnership that you see up here today from the CHP Newhall office of CHP, the Santa Clarita Sheriff's, Los Angeles County Fire Department. This is an area known as the Initial Action Zone, and all of our pre-plans, our agreements, and our training came together yesterday to keep the public safe. There was a lot of opportunity with this fire behavior yesterday for this to go far worse than it did. So thanks to our partners for keeping the public and our firefighters safe. The headline for us on the Angeles National Forest is going to be the conditions that we're in now. The fire behavior and what you saw yesterday should be a wake-up call to us all about the potential that we're in and we're entering into over the next few days in terms of the fire conditions. Very rapid fire growth and very, very explosive fire behavior. And so the message from the Angeles National Forest as we work through the building on the success of what we had last night and today is that the days ahead are going to be very challenging. And so we ask for full cooperation for our public that's visiting the National Forest and those that live in and around the National Forest, that based on those conditions, we please ask you to heed the warnings of our conditions, our fire danger level, and our fire restrictions, and of course closures and evacuations should a fire emerge in your area. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Garcia. Next up, we'd like to introduce Deputy Chief Tom Ewald.
Good morning. My name is Thomas Ewald, E-W-A-L-D. I'm one of the Unified Incident Commanders helping to provide leadership for this incident. So last night we had some very strong work done by both ground crews and aviation resources. The aircraft flew for a large portion of the early hours this morning. We're very successful in putting a lot of retardant on some of the parts of the fire where we had some challenges. Ground resources were able to get hose lines and hand crews in to reestablish and strengthen some of the lines that were being threatened earlier in the fire. So with all that work that was done last night, we're at a point where we can report that the Paradise Valley Mobile Home Park, we're going to lift the evacuation orders in that neighborhood. Along the Ridge route later this morning, we anticipate being able to make adjustments to those evacuation orders. We just need to validate the safety of the road and ensure that there's no hazards to the public. In all of those areas, there will be fire resources continuing to work. The big thing today is really all about boxing the fire in, reinforcing our fire lines, and then anticipating, some fire development, hopefully interior fire development, as the sun and the temperatures warm here into the early afternoon. As was stated by Captain Kelleher this morning, our contract aircraft, the CL-415 Super Scoopers, came on contract September 1st. They were over the fire at 0630 this morning, and they were making drops of water on the hot spots of the fire. So those resources continue to be available, along with, I believe it's 9 heavy lift helicopters that are going to continue to work the fire with both water and retardant. So at this time, we have some pretty good progress. And I'd also like to report Yesterday we had seven individuals that were treated for heat-related injuries. They were transported to the hospitals. This morning, we're very happy to report all of them have been released from the hospital, and they're all doing well. So we are preparing to, potentially have additional heat emergencies today, and we're taking very proactive steps to ensure our firefighters are being provided the hydration and medical support that they're going to need for a safe shift. So we can answer some more questions later on.
Thank you, Deputy Chief Ewald. Next up, we'd like a representative for CHP. That'll be Captain Cruzy.
Good morning. My name is Captain Ed Cruzy, K-R-U-S-E-Y, of the California Highway Patrol Newhall area. First, I want to update the traffic conditions on the Interstate 5. The northbound side only has one lane open. Caltrans is assessing the structural integrity of one portion on the northbound side. So once that is evaluated by an engineer, we can determine if we can open an additional lane. On the southbound side, there are only 2 lanes of the 4 lanes open, and they're on the left and the right side to accommodate fire equipment. So once the no longer need to have fire out there, we will open it back up as soon as it's safe. But right now, we want to make sure that the safety of the fire personnel are paramount, and making sure that they're available to be on the sides of the road to put out any fires that may pop up. For the road closures, we have 2 closures in place. Eastbound Templin Highway at I-5, once the Paradise Ranch is repopulated, we will go ahead and move that closure to the east side of Paradise Ranch. And then we also have northbound Ridge Route at North Lake Hills Elementary closed. That is all I have. Thank you.
All right, so you just finished watching this press conference here as they were talking about the root fire. Not much acreage has changed. They are still saying that the conditions today are going to be extremely hot. Road closures are still in place, and they did give us an update on those 7 firefighters that were released from the hospital, all doing much better this morning. And we can tell you that it's not as windy as it was. It is continuing to get hot, but we'll keep following this, and we'll check back on in the next half hour or so for an update. Back to you.
Mario, thank you so much for that update. And it's great to hear, Maria, that those 7 heat-related injuries are being addressed, but they were saying they're anticipating much more today, obviously, because it's just so hot out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? It's going to be even a little bit hotter, I think, today than yesterday. They do sound hopeful that they will get more of a handle on this fire. The winds, as Mario's mentioned, it is light there right now. I've been monitoring it, maybe 3 to 4 miles per hour coming out of the north-northwest. The temperatures have really ramped up, now close to those triple digits. Relative humidity values down to 15%. So that's why there's such high fire danger. That combined with the hot temperatures.